A beautiful day, and I'm off to get the accounts back from Thirsk, the box of accounts. Well, that's not the only thing I'm doing. I'll get a few bits and pieces from BATA while I'm down here. It's a bit of a faff, but I actually quite enjoy a little run out to Thirsk. I could have gone down the A19, but the visibility is really good today, although it's a bit hazy down this way. I have my Sony long lens in the back. Whether I shall get it out or not is a bit debatable, but it depends. What is striking, I've seen it with my previous, not quite so long lens. Along the horizon, when you look south from up here now, there's basically a forest of wind turbines all the way along the horizon. Now that's because they're so big. That road's closed. So in a way it's very indicative. Like in the past, you just come down here and look out for the coal-fired power stations. There's Drax, Eggborough, and a third one I can never remember. There used to be Drax A and Drax B, but I'm not sure. Oh, something. Oh, I should remember it. It'll come to me later. The one that's right by the motorway. That's not Drax. Anyway. You can still see them. I don't know which ones are closed and which ones are running on primarily on wood pellets. I am sure they can't still burn coal if you had to. There's far less traffic than there has been, but it's still quite busy for a midweek. It's Tuesday. Much quieter than it has been. This is a bit like a normal Sunday, really. Like yesterday on the Moor Road, this is part of the reason I wished I'd got the recording. It's still going, likely. Because it was literally nose to tail. I wouldn't say I've never seen it like it, but it was about as busy as I've ever seen it, especially when I was coming back at 10:30. So I actually turned off because I think it barely felt safe, because everything was going at rather less than 50 miles an hour and people were trying to overtake. Leo's looking nice. Oh, I'm surprised this shop place, Rievaulx, it's shut down, but it looks sort of closed, like permanently closed, more than just like temporarily closed or closed for the day or sort of thing. Well, we should see quite a bit of field work going on, because after last year a lot of them couldn't get their winter barley and winter corn in. They aren't messing about, they're making the most of every fine day. When we used to grow winter barley, if you didn't get it in by the end of September, it was, I wouldn't say not worth doing, but it was unwise to sow it. Jesus. It makes you stop, then it changes. It's always the same. So last winter, when it was quiet, I got in the habit of just coming up to it slowly, like third gear, and just keep going, because you can see past it anyway. It isn't like there's really no need for the lights. You could just have had some bollards or something and a road narrows sign. people would cope with it. I was reading something this morning that they're more or less predicting now negative interest rates, which means that they're going to charge you to keep money in the bank. So that doesn't want people to take out a load of cash. Right, well, we can sort of use those traffic lights to know there's nothing coming to speak of after that. I think I'll shut this off for now because otherwise I'll be a bit low on battery. We're coming towards Helmsley now. I think I'll run the camera a bit again here because this is the nicer part of the ride. And we're in on 44 miles per gallon. In fact, it's going up. It's 12:15, so really by the time I get to Thirsk and get parked, be more or less the time I suggested, about 1 o'clock. I don't think it had to be exactly on 1 o'clock, but I assume that they may go nip out for something to eat or whatever, I don't know. Again, all the bikes and a significant number of other people. It looks more like a Sunday. I can only assume a lot of people are still on furlough or something. Though there is another element, which is people haven't been able to go abroad for a holiday or a break, so they're taking it now before the more seriously bad weather kicks in. Curious that bike had the number plate obscured with something a bit like a trade plate. Well, this is the Hambleton Inn. It's closed. We used to go there sometime. Yeah, and it's not just closed, it's like becoming derelict. Here we come up to one of the grandest sights in England, were it not for all the trees. It's well worth a walk from the car park right along to the White Horse, which is on the end of that promontory you can see ahead. They did have this road closed for a week or so at the It might have been the second week of September, because they have to do almost annual maintenance on the rock face, because it's a rather loose and crumbly limestone, which is affected by frost and water damage. So quite a lot of it is actually, but it resembles concrete, frankly. Like pins in and things like that, and a bits of netting over it. Because it's a major A road, and the possibility of a rock falling down and hitting a vehicle is almost unthinkable, really. Because it could be very serious if there was other vehicles involved in a crash with to do with it on a very narrow slope. And that's it, that's the Grand Sutton Bank, but not to be undertaken lightly, even with a modern car, especially going up, like a learner, not altogether happy about knocking it down into a lower gear very quickly. Might very well soon get in a bit of a pickle. And if you had to do a hill start, you really need to be okay at that. And if you've got a HGV, you need to be especially okay at that. It seems to be wet here, like it's been raining on the roadside. If it's possibly a drainage issue there. At least this pub, is that one empty? Oh god, that one's shut as well. They're all shut. No wonder. This is little road to Thirlby, which is along the bottom of the escarpment, a little bit north of Sutton, on the White Stone Cliff. And I can't say, I remember last time I came on here we would have done it. You have to use like point and squirt type technique on the brake, ready on the brake, but don't mess about when you've got a bit of road. Keep moving in case somebody comes the other way. There's only limited passing places. Most excellent view of the White Stone Cliffs. I think I might take a shot of this. That was interesting. You can see there's like drain ponds all the way through there. Tends to sort of, they look like they died and they sort of hang on and hang on and hang on. There's not like a definite dead point, but clearly they're badly affected. Nearly all of them. They're one of the worst areas I've seen for it. They'll be sowing corn somewhere in there probably. Oh no, that's just a cart trailer. I don't know where it come from in there.